hello. Not a jump scare warning today. I do have my eyebrows. How we doing? Hello. We're gonna play with makeup a little bit. I'm trying to create a thing. I feel like me saying it is gonna jinx it, but I'm trying to create a habit of every day I at least stream when I do my makeup. And that's the thought process. Also, my heart rate's high because I was running around in circles. But that is the new habit I'm trying to create for myself. Is at the very least, I'm gonna hop on and stream my makeup. That's what we're doing today. Later today I might hop on. No promises because I'm going out at 4 and I wake my husband at 6:30. I don't know. We might squeeze an hour stream in there or something. We'll see. Also grab your hydrations. I got 2 going today. And yeah, so I already have my eyebrows on. We're literally just gonna like do a nice light base, a little something. I'm not gonna wear foundation, but I am gonna wear cream products today. Like contour and blush, and then just a little eyeshadow, just a little something. Nothing crazy today. But I'm going to a boba food truck, and I'm really excited. So gotta look cute. I'm wearing like I have my cardigan on right now because I got cold. But I got this new shirt from Aerie. It's so buttery soft. Like, it's really good. And then this is from Rue 21, which they went out of business, I think. But, it's a normal little tank top dress. But I have a cardigan on right now because I'm cold. Because I'm baby, so. I just took an hour and a half nap, and now I'm here. So you're wondering what I did today. I literally slept. I woke up at 9, hung out with my husband, ate breakfast, and then went back to sleep. The October slide then transitioned into the November sleepies, which I don't think is an actual term, but when the time changes, my chronic illness just will never catch up until we switch the time back. So my energy is forever going to be fucked. But I'm trying to create the habit of, at the very least, I stream something. Even if it's 30 minutes and I say hello. I just want to get a routine with it again. And I'm also realizing that I absolutely can be a variety streamer that both streams makeup and games, like Courtney Quarantine does. And I don't know why I kept trying to force myself to do one or the other. I will say eventually I'm gonna get a better camera because like you guys barely can see what I'm fucking doing with this camera, but it's not horrible. My camera's a little higher quality than my husband's. I'm using my husband's webcam right now on his PC because my shit's in Illinois. But sorry if you can hear me moving the mic. I didn't think you could, but I think you actually could. But anywho'ser, I think my webcam's a little bit higher quality, but like, I don't know, just like. Oh, I was about to use my mouse to show you and you can't see anything. Like, the background here has, like, this pixeliness. I don't think my camera does that. But I also don't remember. Because we both have Razer Kaios? I don't know how to say that word, I'm realizing. But mine is the one that has the built-in light and his isn't. I don't know if their camera, like, megapixels are different between the two, or if one just has a light and one doesn't. The reason I got the one with the light is because they had a sale going where the one with the light was actually cheaper than the one without it. When I was at Best Buy. It was Best Buy. I used to use my Canon Rebel T5i as my webcam for a very long time, but it auto shuts off every 30 minutes. And we used to just have to have camera check, and I'd have to turn my camera back on every 30 minutes. Oh, good times. Good times. But I do really want to get like a Sony. Oh my god, what are they called? Like the Sony A7i? Or am I pulling that out of my butt? Sony Yeah, A7. There's A7 III, A7i, A7 V, I think they're in Roman numerals, and I don't really understand if you're supposed to say the things or the... Yeah. But anyway, I want one of those so bad, but like that's not in the budget right now. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Haven't seen if there's any cameras that are like that quality that I could get for this purpose, because those you can use as webcams and they're not going to auto shut off. Canons do, so I'm not sure. Well, also the Canon cameras, they're supposed to be like a EOS utility thing that you can set up with them, but the T5Is are too old. It's the ones after that do it. So I haven't even, because I own a T6 now, but it doesn't record, but I don't think it has to. Like I'm not sure how that works now. I don't know if the T6 is included in that utility because the T5Is are too old, but anyway. So I would have to like HDMI and capture card it to be able to use it for that, which was stupid. It's really stupid because it was just showing what was on the screen, so you also could see like the square sometimes. It was weird. Anywho, I think we're gonna use the ABH soft lamp today. I'm feeling it. I'm still in my all matte eye look era right now, with just a pop of glitter down the middle, you know? So that's what we're gonna do. Again, maybe. Well, we might do the glitter, we might not. If we do the glitter, I think I'm gonna use this one today. The color pop. Okay. Oh, and then also, I don't know if you noticed that there's not extra hair down here right now. If you feel it, you can feel what I did, but you can't see what I did. I just trimmed it with eyebrow scissors. I didn't shave it because I don't have any of those razors right now. I didn't pluck it. The hair follicle is still there because I'm trying to get them to stop thinning out. So I just took eyebrow scissors and I took spoolie to pull them away from the rest of the eyebrow, and then I did it. Which, like, yeah, there's still a little bit, but you guys saw yesterday it was like all solid, like all here. So I did that. Is that what you're supposed to do? No. That's fine. I think that's better for it than me pulling the whole follicles out. So I hate the word follicle. Me and my sister have been doing this thing lately where we just call each other and we're just like, you know, a word that I fucking hate, and that's our thing. So now I'm like really paying attention to the English language of what words I hate, how they sound. Because we'll just call each other with new ones, and that'll be the new one for our next phone call, whenever that is. But I did shower yesterday, so we have the my bangs are working with me today. Well, they're not like bangs, they're like face frame side pieces, like this. But like when they're dirty, they will like clump together instead of just fluff. Because I gotta figure it out. So I watched a video by, I think her name is Bailey. She's a hair girly on TikTok. A lot of people love her. She does like skits and stuff of like interactions with customers and stuff. There's a couple. There's like Teresa Van Dam, and then there's Bailey, and then there's Siri. They're all friends with each other. I follow all of them. I love all of them. Not to pick favorites, but I think Bailey's the one that I found first. But I kind of found them all at the same time. Anyway, she was explaining that if you have very greasy hair but very dry hair at the same time, part of it is your scalp is dehydrated, but then the other part of it, and you need to be conditioning your ends. But the other part of it is you need to be using a volumizing shampoo to pull the hair away from the root, like so it fluffs it outward, so that the oil's not immediately just extra grabbing on. And I was like, whoa, that makes so much sense. So I'm gonna try it. So I do everything else she recommended, but I do not use a volumizing shampoo. That is one thing I don't use. But also, we're just gonna be real. I am losing hair. I don't know why I'm losing hair. I go through waves of it. where we had an era where this whole area was filled in and these hairs grew back out. This side too. And I'm losing hair again. So, and that's also why my eyebrows thinned out again. I finally like had like a year and a half streak where my hair grew back in. And that's the longest I've ever had it back. And I lost it again. But I think my husband honestly is probably right about this. We really do this thing in stress. I always hate when doctors are like, "Are you sure it's not just anxiety?" and like that shit. But like, I feel like in this one area, me losing my hair is because I've been tested for every autoimmune condition that can cause hair loss, and I don't have any of them. Like Hashimoto's and stuff. Like, there's nothing attacking my thyroid. They are convinced something is, and they check. I've had every single one of my doctors check my thyroid, and then my thyroid's fine. And check me for the antibodies that go against it, whatever. And then it'll be fine. So, I don't fucking know. I'm going in with burnt orange, by the way. Was I gonna go warm tone with this look? No, and then I immediately dipped into burnt orange, so. Yes, we are. I keep forgetting, so I am a true modern Ren girly. Which, like, I don't know how to emotionally handle the fact that I don't think they make that palette anymore. I thought it was just gonna be a staple palette they always had, and I can't handle the idea of it not being there. But anyway, maybe they'll do what they did with like the naked palettes, and they'll just randomly like release it on occasion. But Modern Ren has some more cool tones in it. Like Dusty Rose is one. I think I'm gonna throw that in and mix this right now, actually. But like, there's a lot more cool tones in that palette. Like, there's like a grayer brown, if I remember right. And then Cypress Umber is cool tone. Because there are colors in this palette that are the same as Modern Ren. Burnt Orange, Dusty Rose, Sienna Rustic, Cypress Umber. Those are all in there, I think. Tempera is as well, except in this palette it's shimmery, and the other one it's matte. I made that mistake because I set my eyelid with it, thinking it was the same as Modern Ren, and it's not. But like the glitters that are in here are all different, and the mulberry's new. So I don't know. That's actually a really good mix. I don't hate that. Those are actually really pretty mixed together. Those are actually really pretty mixed together. And then I think we're gonna take Rustic on the lid. Like I said, we're not doing anything crazy today. But I wanted to do something, and I wanted to hang out. Also, we're just gonna go there. Oh, hey, welcome to stream. How are you? I just really don't have my chat open. I'm so sorry if I missed anything, but I'm seeing that because I have OBS open. Or MELD. I'm on MELD. Oh my gosh. How are you? Doing the chat pop out right now so I don't miss anything else. I apologize. Where is the button for that? There it is. There she be. All right. Mel does not have the chat integration yet, or if it does, I don't know how to set it up. Okay, we have chat. I literally saw it in the corner of my eye because I'm staring at myself right now on stream. So, but speaking of, I do want to just say a statement again. It's very apparent in my title and my tags that I am a safe space, that I am pro women's rights, pro LGBT, pro immigrants, pro minorities, people of color. We're a safe space for that over here. I have made statements on my other social platforms as well, just to, I think I said it, I'm putting Rustic on the lid, to make sure people know that. And I just have some thoughts. I don't really do too much politics in my chat. However, human rights are not politics. They're human rights. So in that sense, I am open to conversation. However, if it goes harassment end, you will be getting blocked from the community. Because no, we're a safe space over here. Ooh, I hope your food is good, by the way. anywho, I posted just basic things. I didn't say anything like speculation of what's going to happen in the next 4 years because we don't know. We know what documents exist. We know what things have been said by different officials that did get elected into Congress or president elect. And we have that to go off of. That's about it, right? So I'm trying to honestly hold out a little bit more hope on things just because if I sit here really stressed, that's not healthy. And I'm gonna keep advocating for the people that I care about. But you know. But so all I said in my video was these are the communities I support. This is what happened with Roe v. Wade being overturned, and what other states have done, and why I don't support that. And then I also mentioned Book Talk because I am a part of Book Talk over on TikTok, and I mentioned how because people are saying that they like please stop bringing politics into books, blah 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 blah. Books are political. A lot of the books that these people are reading too, like a lot of fantasy books, have political undertones. Most of them do. A lot of them are overthrowing government. Like that's the whole plot line. And I don't know anything about the book buying ban. If I'm being totally honest, that is something that I will not confidently speak on. I've seen the list that's circulating. I have not been able to find where that list even came from in the first place, which is why I don't want to speak on it because I don't know. Like I just don't know. But at the end of the day, books are political. And so I also mentioned that in my video. And I'm not gonna lie, TikTok did it for me. Love them. They filtered a lot of the comments where they didn't even get to be posted. I can still see them though, but they didn't get to be posted. And then I did make a comment on my video being like, hey, just so y'all know, like I'm open for talking about this, but like if your comment is harassment, TikTok has been filtering it. So love you TikTok because I didn't know they would do that. But I did end up in a debate with somebody on there, and my TikTok it's Becky Lamone, like how my link tree is written, just it's at the beginning ITS. If you want to see my video, if you want to see the comments I'm talking about, I'm not gonna read them on here. And there was a person that was like really trying. They were trying real hard to just be like, I don't understand what you're so scared of. Like, I'm pro universal healthcare and that every woman should have the right to blah, 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 blah. But it's like, you cannot say that you are pro that and then vote for someone that is against that. That's not pro that. Oh, slay! Love you, girl. You know? Like, I don't get that. I don't get it. You cannot say that you're in support of something and then do measures to go against that community. That just doesn't make sense. Like, that doesn't add up. Because then it's like, you're saying one thing and doing another. That doesn't make sense. So their comments are really funny. And then they went onto another thread from somebody else. I'm saying thread because I don't know if that's what they're calling TikTok, but like chain of comments, you know, where like it's one and then there's like 8 under it, you know. So another thread, same video, just another comment. They also went over there and commented stuff too, towards the other person that said something. Because they said that I need to do more research. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I thought that was cool. Also, if you guys want like credentials for me on any of this, by the way, not saying that I'm like I am never going to claim that I am the smartest person in the room on these topics. But if you want a little bit of credential of me, I have been a journalism kid since like high school. I wrote for our school's newspaper, and at my senior year of high school, I was the director of our school newspaper. Like I moved my way up. During January 6th, I was watching it live, like a live stream of a camera there watching it, and I reported on January 6th. I couldn't be there because I'm from Illinois, but I did report on January 6th. And I went to college for a year for journalism. I had to drop out because of my health issues because I developed POTS. But so didn't complete college. I'm aware of that, you know, like I get that. Again, I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I do know how to research. And the first year of college for journalism, their main thing they want you to get in your head is how to research, how to vet sources, and how to have an unbiased opinion or be unbiased when writing an article, which a lot of news outlets are incapable of doing. And that's just the fact of that. But yeah. So if you want credentials, I have some. There's a little. But again, I'm never going to claim that I'm the smartest person on these topics. But at least I got a little bit. Got a little going for me. Did I grab my setting powder? Oh, I have it. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to bring it up again because I just want to reiterate that my community is safe for those groups, and I'm always going to fight for y'all. And like I said in my video, I am disabled. I lost my dad to cancer. My sister has had breast cancer and cervical. My mom almost had cervical, and she had to get a DNC, which there's a lot of states that don't let you do now. That's the only reason they found it and then removed it before it became cancerous. She was miscarrying. My grandma had ovarian cancer. We don't know what's wrong with my reproductive system yet, but there's something. I either have adenomyosis or I have vaginismus. I have one or the other. I've got endo ruled out, but that's all. That's all we know. I was gonna put concealer right here, and then I didn't. I'm gonna rub it off anyway. Let's be real. I don't know why I spot concealed because I'll forget that I spot concealed it, and then I'll touch the breakout again. It's a waste of time. But so like reproductive rights and like Medicare and all of that is really important to me. I'm on TRICARE now because my husband is in the military fighting for our freedom in our country, and so I have insurance now that is guaranteed to me, which is amazing. But I was a Medicaid kid because of my dad having cancer twice, and we couldn't make ends meet. And at least in the state of Illinois, I don't know how it is in every single state and how they do it, but in the state of Illinois, at the very least, when you're on, it's called SSDI, which is Social Security Disability, you can only have $2,000 to your name in a bank account. That's as much savings as you're allowed to have, which is nothing. It's nothing. And then everybody else in your household has restrictions on how much they can work for you to stay on SSDI. SSDI comes with certain insurances as well, like certain Medicaid options. And so my dad also needed those for his medical care. Because my dad had a rare form of cancer that only 1 in 4 people in the country had at the time. And so all of his treatments were experimental. And he was the one person in his group that did not respond to him. So, but anyway, so my mom did work, but my mom is also disabled, and at the time was in her very late 50s. So, and I was not old enough to work yet, and I also couldn't get my license because, well, I guess I could have technically worked at 16, but I wouldn't have been able to work much because I'm in high school. And then I wasn't able to get my license because everything that was going on with my dad when I had to do driver's ed is when he was at his worst, and then he passed away. So, like the Social Security and SSDI and all that is very, very near and dear to my heart. During the pandemic, my school did a thing for kids that were on free lunch. I was one of them. That they had to bring lunches to our doors so that we had food during COVID. And I relied on that. And the random days that the school did not send the bus out for it, I didn't eat. Like, and that was a part of my life only 4 years ago. So, I have credentials in an educational sense and in a lived experience sense. So, I very much care about these things, and these things are very important, and I was only able to make it as far as I did in life because of those things being a part of my life. Before I married my husband. And it's not that, like, I get told all the time, oh my god, you married him for the financial stability. Which is like, well, technically, like, yeah, if you're a military couple, they get married sooner than they would otherwise, because if he were to deploy or if he were to get stationed somewhere else, I don't have the right to go with if we aren't married. So a lot of couples make that decision and they take that gamble of, well, we don't really know each other enough to know if we're really good at marriage, but if we don't get married, then we're not going to be by each other. Me and him knew. We had known each other since I was in middle school. So, but people say that to me all the time that you married him for the money. Because my life obviously drastically changed in getting married to somebody in the military, but yeah. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yeah, my mom works 30. So my mom is on Widows SSI because my dad passed away. She lives alone. She owns her home. She owns her home because my grandpa helped us get it, and then we slowly paid him back. Because we've gone through foreclosure twice because of my dad's health. So, and because of mine, I'm a medically complex person. So, anywho, she is disabled. She has osteoarthritis. She has slip discs in her back, and they won't let her on SSDI until she's using a walker, but she's not. She's one of the few people with a slip disc where the ones that did slip are not making her hunch over to need a walker. That doesn't mean she's okay, though. It just means she can stand up straight. Doesn't mean she's not in pain every single day. She has fibromyalgia. Like, she, you know. And now she's 63. So she's, like, on that little edge where she doesn't qualify for, like, Medicaid yet. Because I think you get that at 64. So she pays for her insurance. And the state of Illinois does do, like, a discount thing where they take a couple $100 off, but she's still paying, like, $300 into it, and it doesn't even cover blood work. And my mom has high cholesterol and high blood pressure, hereditary for both. She didn't cause either. And so, like, there's that. And so she can't even get the blood work that she needs for them to give her her medication, because they need to check those levels. And it's going to be $76 for her to get her blood drawn. Her car broke down. She was driving a 2002 Chrysler Town and Country since 2016, 2017 she got that car, but it was an 02 with previous owners, you know. Had to buy my sister's car from my sister, which was an 04 Honda CRV, and she drives that now. Because her Chrysler was just nickel and diming the shit out of her. Just everything was breaking on that freaking car. So she just had to buy a new car. All of her bills went up. Her house insurance, her car insurance, all that went up. And got hit with the insurance thing. Obviously, again, my dad passed away. She's working full time, even though she can't, and makes 75 cents over minimum. Minimum in Illinois is 14, I think, right now. It's 14. It'll be 15 January 1st. Nobody will hire her because she's in her 60s and disabled. For any better pay than that anyway. And because she's on my dad's widow's pay, it's the same rules. She can't make a certain amount over blah 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 blah. Otherwise, they take it from her. Every $2 she goes over, they take $1. Well, they decided to take that payment from her right before tax time. So she lapsed on her property taxes and was just able to pay it yesterday, and it was $3,000 for her property taxes to live in suburban Illinois. Like, she's not even, like, she's almost 2 hours from Chicago. Like, she's not even anywhere for it to be worth that price. I got an apartment out there while I was out there, because my husband got stationed overseas in Korea and I couldn't go because of my health. I did not get cleared to go. So I got an apartment out there to be by my family. I'm still paying for it. They won't let me break my lease, even though my health is why I had to leave. I'm not allowed to break it. So I'm waiting for our orders because we got orders back to here, but they're not official yet, so they won't let us do it So I'm paying for an apartment that I'm not in because I'm back here for medical care in North Carolina. I'm paying $1,700 for an apartment for a 1-bedroom. That's not utilities included. Like it's fucking insane. It is absolutely insane. And the only reason we can afford that is because we get BAH, which is basic housing allowance for military if you're not military. It sucks. It sucks because like my family's gone behind on money before because of like addiction runs in my family, and I will say that. However, my mom has freaking hauled ass since my dad died in 2019, and she still cannot catch up because every time she catches up, inflation, taxes go up, cost of living goes up, and in Illinois, cost of living sucks. And Illinois is not even the worst state either. That's what's crazy. Like North Carolina's a lot better than in Illinois. Our home here, mortgage is $900 or 9 something, but either way is what we locked in at when we bought this house in January 3 years ago. But I'm paying $17 for a 1-bedroom apartment. Like it's insane. It's insane. And yes, like cost of mortgage went up here a little bit, but it's still lower than my apartment in Illinois. When I live near more here, and I'm by Fort Bragg here. But so we own the home that we're in right now, but really it's my in-laws' house. Long story of that, but like me and my husband are actually buying our house next year. But like it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Oh, but what's really funny, so my town that I grew up in is one of the only towns in that part of Illinois. I'm trying to like not dox anything. In the part of Illinois that I'm from that votes red, right? So I'm there though, and I upset a lot of people. But it's fine. It's fine. I posted on the What's Happening Facebook group for my hometown when I was back, and I was like, hey, are there any Pride events? Oh my god, I made people so mad. And I didn't even like do that on purpose. But like, I will say this town, Woodstock, movie Groundhog Day was filmed in Woodstock, Illinois. That is near where I grew up. I went to, or I was gonna go to their Pride, and then I was in a flare and I couldn't go, so I just went to the stuff later. Woodstock votes blue. Woodstock is notorious for their Pride. So I just assumed less people would be mad because like the town over does it. No. So anyway, grew up in a conservative town, and there's a lot of people that voted for you know who. And somebody posted in my inner circle of my neighborhood, like that lives by my mom, that was like, wow, the gas prices are lower already. He doesn't get inaugurated until January 20th. It's not from him. They just fluctuated down again because they fluctuate. And people were like, he's already helping us. He didn't do shit. None of those people start their job until January. Like, I don't. I hate it. Like, as a journalism major, it just drives me crazy. The basic, like, this isn't even up for debate, but the basic, like, how our Constitution works and how our government is set up, like all the different branches and what each of their jobs are and what the vice president's job is, like, at least where I grew up, that passing that unit was a graduation requirement to graduate high school. And there are people that are like, oh, Kamala should have did more. She should have did more. She has 3 jobs she's allowed to do as vice president. She's a tiebreaker. She learns everything in case the current president either has to step down or passes away. And like, it's like it. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. It makes it feel like it's not. Ad time. I won't say anything important during ad break. But yeah, I don't know. Big feelings, dude. God, I'm really back to eyeshadow. I'm really into like the matte moment. I wish it showed up better on this camera. Like it looks so much more smooth in person. It's really cool. It's really cool. I kind of want to do like brown eyeliner and stuff. I always say that and then I do black anyway. I don't know if I want to like deepen it up at all. I kind of want to. Is there still blue on this brush? I don't want to accidentally put blue from before. I never cleaned it. Oh no, there's no blue. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Get that dark in there. There's such a delay for the ad break because you told me you were in an ad break before you even told me. But I did add the okay, ad break is over. Thank you for sitting through the ad if you did. I didn't say anything. I didn't continue the conversation while the ad break was happening. I try not to let anything important. I mean, like, yeah, if I'm playing a game, I'm playing a game. Like, it's hard to not do things during ad breaks, but I try to take a pause during ad breaks because obviously I appreciate so freaking much if you subscribe or if anybody subscribes. Believe me, like, I can't work right now. So, yes, I genuinely appreciate subscriptions. Don't get me wrong. But I also do not want anybody to ever feel obligated to subscribe, and sitting through an ad break does support me. So I don't like doing stuff important during ad breaks. I've seen a lot of streamers that have the same approach. Like Julian Solomita is one that he'll pause stuff when he's in an ad break if he can. I do the same thing. So and if something does happen during an ad break, I immediately recap when the ad break's over because I just don't think that's fair. Like I have Prime, like Amazon Prime, and I use my Prime sub on Courtney Quarantine. And that's the only sub that I have. And that's with me being a Twitch streamer. Like, so I get it. So I will say I also feel like that, and I have my days that I feel exactly how you just described that. Don't get me wrong. But number one, I just have an incredibly supportive partner that he sees how my disability affects me every single day. So he is very supportive and like he gets it, and he has seen when I push myself to work what happens. The reason that I'm getting on this medical testing that I am right now and the flare that I put myself into is because I went back to work. So I was working when I was in Illinois. I was bartending at a very slow bar. In Illinois, gambling is legal. So there's like slot places where it's not a casino. It's just like a mini casino with like 6 machines. I worked on one of those. So I literally sat behind a bar and handed people pre-bottled alcohol. However, with my POTS, it's postural. So I sometimes actually do better if I just stay standing than sitting, standing. So my body still had trouble at that job anyway. Even though I kept being told, it's the easiest job in the world. Why are you having trouble? Because I keep changing my posture. I have postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. But anyway, tangent. But I have an incredibly supportive partner. He reassures me every single day that he's not upset. The other thing is he just wants to see me thrive and see me happy and see me do things that I care about. Yeah. I know a lot of friends that are autistic that worked remote and then had to leave that job right now. Because of how it was affecting their mental health. So that's so valid. Yeah, I missed a lot of work too. So I can't work a normal remote job because I have auditory processing disorder or whatever. It's part of my autism. I can't understand people on the phone. So I usually have to have my husband answer my phone calls if the person has any like crackliness to their microphone, if they have pets or children in the background, because I know if you work remote, yeah, your life's going on. I get that. It's just I can't hear then. Or if you have an accent at all, I have trouble understanding you in person Over the phone, it's so much worse because I can't read your lips then. So I can't work most remote jobs because I cannot be a phone person. I can't. Yeah, no, I've had people hang up on me. So I used to work at JCPenney Portraits as a photographer. That was my favorite job I've ever had. But my manager told me that I had accommodations for my pots, and then the day I went into a severe flare and needed somebody to come in for me, she said no, and so I just walked out and I quit. Because that's not safe. With my pots, one of the things that I was not comfortable doing, but they would make me do anyway, is which my location closed down, so I don't care about talking about it. They closed down because that JCPenney's gone, so I don't have like an NDA or anything. When you do newborn photography, they had us stand on a ladder, a 3-step ladder, and lean over the baby. There's no reason to do that. You do not need to be that high up above the child. There's no reason. I could get the same product, same angle without doing that, but that's how we were taught to do it. If I'm in a POTS flare, I'm sorry, but I am not holding a 10-pound camera over a baby's head because I can fall. I am a faint risk. I also drop things because my blood flow will leave my hands. I'm not holding a camera over a baby. So if I'm in a flare and I have a newborn shoot scheduled that day, I will call out or I will see if somebody can come in for that shoot. They didn't, whatever. I walked out of that job. I left. But what I'm getting at, that is the job I did have to answer phone calls because that's how you schedule the sessions. And I had multiple times where I had to, my manager was so understanding. She's actually how I got diagnosed with POTS in the first place because she's the one who noticed what was going on with me. And she has Chiari and their sister disorders. Like a lot of people with Chiari have POTS. And so she figured it out. And same with my autism. She has autistic kids and she figured it out too. Like me and her are still friends to this day. I'm friends with everybody I worked with minus my old boss. She's also, my old boss is also a Trumpy, so I unfollowed her actually this week. Anyway, I tangent so hard. I'm so sorry. I'd have to hand her the phone all the time because I couldn't understand the person I was on the phone with. But once you get trained to a certain point and you don't have a lot of shoots in off season, because I got hired on during seasonal and then they kept me, you're there alone. So those days, I had so many people hang up on me. And my score, because we got scored on how long our phone calls were, my phone calls would be notoriously longer than everybody else's because it took more for me to understand the person. And I was getting points knocked off on my ratings because of it. Yeah, my grip strength is non-existent too. So, and we had like, it had the strap on it, but I need like the, you know, like the Wii remote strap where you actually tighten it to your wrist. I need that for on a camera. Not just the one that sits over the back of your hand. That doesn't do anything for me. And we shot on Tether, which, if you don't know what that is, I don't think most studios shoot on Tether. I think it's a JCPenney thing or like a LifeTouch brand thing. LifeTouch is who owned our portrait studio through Shutterfly. Anyway, LifeTouch owned Shutterfly. And we got paid by Shutterfly, but LifeTouch owns them, and so LifeTouch owns other studios. Like if you have ever been in a portrait studio that's in a retail space, in a Target, in a JCPenney, in a Kohl's, it's all owned by LifeTouch. It'll just be called whatever that store is, Portraits. Anyway, we shot on Tether, which means we had a big ass cord attached to our cameras that plugged into the computer and was sending our pictures over to it instead of shooting on SD card. Until our tethers broke, then we shot on SD card. When we shot on Tether, I was notorious for almost dropping the camera all the time because it has pullback. So it would multiple occasions pull the camera out of my hand and then I'd catch it. It never happened over a child, but just like I would always set somebody up too far away from me. It was awful. Oh. I mean, message me if you want to talk about anything, by the way. But I'm sorry you're experiencing that. There's a lot. There's a lot that can do that. My mother-in-law has AFib. I have POTS. That's why we have the heart monitor now. This is my heart rate for me being potsy. This is actually a good heart rate for me today, though. I forgot we're doing makeup. I should probably continue. I'm having fun talking to you, though. Thank you so much for hanging out in chat today. I get so excited when I have I mean, I can yap in a quiet room for hours, but it's fun to interact with people. but I am a certified yapper. If you want another Twitch streamer to watch, Lisa Fur, I love her with my whole heart. She has POTS as well. She is who inspired me to set up the heart rate monitor. She uses her Apple Watch for it. I use my Samsung Watch, so mine looks different than hers because I use a different app. But what is yours? If you don't mind me asking. Also, don't take me as like literal, like this is what you have, but just like thoughts of to bring up to a doctor. You know, what does yours run at? Like, do you track it with a watch or anything? Because so, I'm going in with Shade Frog and ColourPop, by the way. I'm just putting it in the middle. Oh, that's so pretty. So with POTS specifically, there's a lot of different things that can cause a high heart rate. So keep that in mind. But like with POTS, because you are I know you are over the age of 18. So if you are over the age of 18, postural change. So upon standing, if your heart rate goes up by 30 beats per minute, it's POTS. It can be something else as well, which they have to rule out other things. If you have like an arrhythmia, if you have AFib, if you have orthostatic hypertension or hypotension, because your heart rate will try to compensate because your blood pressure is actually what tanked. But with POTS, it's a heart rate going up 30 beats per minute, or more. Mine goes up off beta blockers. Mine goes up 50. But I'm on a beta blocker now. That helps bring it back down and keep it back down. Like my resting heart rate used to be 90, and now you've seen it hangs out in the 70s. Fair. But yeah, so the number that it gets to, so this is a common misconception with POTS. The number that it gets to does matter in the sense of like, yeah, it's not safe for your heart rate to be hanging out in like the 180s all the time. But you can have POTS where if your resting heart rate is 60 and then you go up to 90 when you stand, it still changes 30 beats per minute. But a lot of doctors won't diagnose it as POTS if it's in that range, because technically under 100 is not tachycardia, but it's the change that matters. But any heart rate over 100 is tachycardia technically. But you can be tachycardic for a normal reason, and that's safe, like exercising. The other thing is if the number is not reflecting an issue, but if you are feeling your heart rate, you could be having PACs or PVCs, which are a irregular, like a skipped beat. PAC versus PVC is just different chamber of the heart. I experience both. Where it'll feel like my heart's pounding out of my chest, but I'll check my heart rate and it's a number like this, and it's fine. But then on my Holter monitor, when I had to do one for my cardiologist, it'll show that it flipped. Well, that's fair. That's fair. That's totally fair. I get that. But yeah, like if it's something scaring you or whatever, like, because it's not, they explained to me, this is another thing that a lot of cardiologists won't say, which is really frustrating because they should, is that a lot of them won't treat tachycardia because they'll look at your echo and everything and be like, oh, your heart's really healthy, so you're fine. And they won't tell you the fact that if you are tachycardic all the time, where your heart is working out like an athlete all the time, it's gonna burn out eventually. Like, that's not safe for your heart. And my cardiologist did tell me that. He was like, no, like, your heart is really healthy right now. All your stuff comes back beautiful. Your stress test comes back beautiful. Like, you have POTS. But he was like, we need you on a beta blocker now, because if your heart rate keeps hanging out in the 150s all the time, every single day, it's going to cause damage to your heart eventually, because it's overworking that muscle, because your heart is a muscle. So yeah, you could be having PACs. The best thing that I would recommend is seeing if I understand that every situation is different, but like if you are able to see if they can give you a Holter monitor, which is just a little heart monitor, sticks like right here, and you wear it for, I do a 5-day usually. Don't fight for, if you are gonna get one, try to push to see if they'll do more than 24 hours, because like you can have a good day where it doesn't do it, and then you had it on for nothing, and it'll say, "Oh, you're good." So a 5-day kind of gives you a better chance that it's gonna pick something up on one of those days. But that's where I started, was a halter. Halters can't diagnose POTS, but they can show if you're having tachycardia or not, or if you're having SVTs, PACs, PVCs, irregular heartbeats. It rules out a lot. Of course, of course. I've had, if you want like the things that I've had done, like the list, I've had 2 halters, 2 echoes. I get monthly EKGs, and then I've had a stress test, and I had a tilt table test to diagnose my POTS, which is when they strap you to a table flat, and then they tilt it up, and then they hold you there, like at like a. I'm trying to stare at my hand in my video, like this angle. I found it. Because yeah, it's mirrored. It's, you're sitting at an angle like this, and it holds you there, and then they watch to see what your heart rate is. So it's so fun. I had mine done during the summer, and if you have POTS, the summer is harder on your body, dude. I never want to do that fucking thing again. I've had worse done though, but like, ugh, was not my favorite. Was not my favorite. I forgot how much makeup I want to put on. What time is it? Okay, we're good. I'm leaving at like 3. I was like, did I yap a little too long? Always, but it's okay. Do I have like, no, yeah, I do. I was like, I want a good highlight color. I don't know. I put them this way. The only thing, back to makeup, in this community, I will never stay on the same topic. Just so you know. Back to makeup. The one thing that I don't enjoy about the soft glam palette, I love it otherwise, but I don't enjoy that there's not like a good, like, cooler tone highlight shade in it. It's all very warm golds. But I guess that's why I'm a modern Ren girl. But like, I wanted something neutral that I can just still do a whole look with. And my normal everyday, like when I'm doing like a full eyeshadow look like this, is to do basically this, but then take a shade like Sultry, which is like this like deep glitter, and put that all over the lid. And that's like my favorite. But I'm kind of feeling matte lately, so that's what we did today. So I wanted a palette like this because it's everything that I use in one palette. But bonked my face. But it is missing literally one shade. Like if it just had a champagne in it, it would be the perfect eyeshadow palette. Why is my camera not focusing? Hello. There it is. Menu. I don't know why I put that in there. Let's throw on some bronzer and blush. We're gonna do eyeliner too. I'm bouncing around. Have a good day. I hope that you find everything you want at Walmart. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm using the Cheek Freak Blush Balm in shade Raunchy by About Face. I love this shit. The only thing is I gotta figure out how to clean it because because it's a balm formula. I don't know if you can see it. There's so many like fuzzies that like lint that I pushed into it on accident from using a makeup brush in it. It wasn't like that until I started using a makeup brush in it. So, oops. Whoops. Dang, I was like so opinionated this stream. It was fun though. It was fun. Always got the big opinions, big feelings. Oh, I need the contour brush. I don't know. I'm in like I'm in a new era where. So my husband had like a long talk with me because I told him right out with everything. Like this was pre-election. This was like a couple of months ago, before we knew what happened or what was gonna happen, right? I don't even know why I contour. I don't even like hate my jawline. I just, yep. I put it down here because you're supposed to. Anyway, and I was like, I just feel so claustrophobic. I hate it. I hate that there's so many communities and people that I care about, and I feel like I can't do anything about it. And like, yeah, we can vote and whatever, but like, you know, there's a lot of stuff in like our government that's set up where it needs like large majority. Like in Florida, they voted for abortion rights, and it was a 57% yes for abortion rights, and they needed a 60 majority, so then it didn't pass anyway, even though over 50% wanted it. I hate that. That's so fucking stupid. Because then like, but then the president can win by like ever so slightly winning. I know that this time he didn't, but like it has happened. So, you know, like do you get what I'm trying to say? So I'm like, I just feel so fucking helpless. Like I don't know what to do, and I hate that. And my husband was just kind of like, well, you need to find your way that you know, like find the things that you can control with around the things that you can't. I was thinking about it, and I've been thinking about it. And then, you know, the election happens. Oh, I didn't tell you guys anything I used. The NYX Butter Melt bronzer and the e.l.f. Halo Wand. Okay. And now I'm gonna go into the Halo Wand highlighter. So, just thinking about it. And I realized that I filter myself when I speak a lot. I mask a lot. I hate confrontation. I hate it. I really do. And so I will filter myself as a person and filter the things that I care about to make other people comfortable. Oh, this did not want to blend in like at all. I don't think I put enough. You can see each circle. I didn't really squeeze much out when I did it. This is probably why. There we go. I'm gonna use another highlighter on top of it anyway. But yeah, I realized that I filter myself and filter what I'm talking about. And I don't want to do that anymore. I'm over it. So I've decided that I'm allowed to be loud. I'm allowed to have an opinion. I'm allowed to be unapologetically myself. And that's what I'm gonna start doing. So that's why I've been talking about things more. I mean, also I'm talking about things more because I want people to know that I'm a safe person and that I care. And that I will fight for your safety, and that, you know. I'm adding a little bit of ice stream to everything because why not? Because why not? Yeah. I've been really loving just doing the highlight, just up the middle. I learned that from Courtney Quarantine. I apologize if it's like boring and not original, anything that I do with my makeup, but I really do take so much inspiration from Lynn's makeup looks and Courtney Quarantine, so like my makeup is kind of a regurgitation of theirs. But like, I will always give them credit for that. They inspire me so much. Oh, but yeah, so like I reset up my X account because I haven't used it in a long time. I posted our community rules, if you want to put it like that, like our community standards, where like if you are a part of my community, then you believe in blank, and I wrote that out. I'm using the ColourPop gel eyeliner, and it's the brown one. I rubbed the shade name off. And I started unfollowing people that I used to just be like I used to give so many people excuses of like, well, they just didn't know any better, or well, they don't understand, or well, this, or well, that. They've had since 2016 to understand. Also, my cat's walking around my desk. Just please, just let her do it. You know, like, I don't know. I'm not making excuses for people anymore. To just be shitty people. I'm not. I was looking for this. I didn't know I put it in my makeup bag. I'm gonna have so much highlighter on my cheeks because I've mixed so many things to be the equivalent of this because I didn't want to stand up. Found it. My cat's knocking over everything. Thanks, girlfriend. You knocked over my fucking Gatorade. Okay. She literally just walked over here to do a lap, cause chaos, and then leave. That's not the most cat thing. There's this much Gatorade left in it, so she's able to knock it over. But yeah, I'm just not. I'm setting boundaries, you know. I'm over it. Setting boundaries. I am protecting my community. I am being unapologetically myself. I'm starting to do my makeup how I want to again. Stop filtering that because I was doing that for a long time. I used to do cool ass makeup all through middle school, all through high school, and then I stopped and I graduated. For no reason. Jade, look at what you made me do. Postural. Orthostatic tachycardia. I leaned down. This fucking cat. She's trying to eat my mic arm. So if you can hear horrible crunching sounds, she's eating the springs for it. Not literally, she's just trying to. I won't let her eat it. Damn, I wish Emma was here to see what my heart rate did, because that's what I was trying to explain to her. You can see my cat. She was peeking. I feel so bad. You guys see her walk across all the time, but because of where the camera is, you don't see her. When I actually get a different camera, I'm putting it back in the corner how I used to put it, so at the top of the monitor, because I hate that. I like it. I love the side view. I always have. But then when I got this kind of camera, I had to do it different. I didn't blend that spot. Please hold. This is not blended at all. I blocked out color and then did it. Anyway, okay. But anyway. I'm just not doing it anymore. I'm not protecting other people's peace until they try to protect the peace of this entire community, you know? I'm not being like narcissistic or like the world revolves around me. That's not the point I was trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that why do I have to walk on eggshells around people that don't care about if I'm alive? You know? Or care about fighting for the things that will make it so I can be. Because they say they care, and then they vote for somebody that doesn't care. So they don't care. I'm doing my eyeliner because I always do my winged eyeliner, but this look was kind of fire without it. But it's fine. We're already here. I feel like I have an addiction to this eyeliner. just realized I didn't completely answer Emma's question on how do I handle the fact that I can't work. Like, I kind of did, and then I kind of didn't. Like, I have more thoughts now. I'm gonna make, like, a TikTok or something. Cool beans. That's pretty good. Also, I said this before. This was yesterday. I'm not pulling down, I'm holding. I'm stabilizing the area so that it's not wiggling when I'm doing this. Don't pull down. That's not good for your skin. I can't believe this is the simplest makeup look ever, and I yapped for an hour. I mean, I'm happy I yapped for an hour, but like, damn. But like, damn. Oh, but yeah, happy news, because I'm going to get boba today. Which is why I'm getting ready. And becoming a person. There is a family-owned food truck that goes around the, oh, what do they call themselves here? In Fayetteville. Like the triangle? I think the triangle is Charlotte, Raleigh, Fayetteville. It's like that. I think. She goes around that area with this food truck. It's called Boba and Bites. It's a hot pink food truck. Can't miss it. She goes to like Southern Pines, Aberdeen, Fayetteville, Fayetteville Technical Community College. She goes there. Awesome ass food truck. Her husband is military. They have an autistic son that she is supporting. She does a lot of like Hawaiian fusion-y things, like just famasubi. And then she does like, I think she's Hawaiian and Filipino, or is she just Filipino? I don't remember. But like there is fusion happening. She does like egg rolls of all different things. Like right now she has like a chicken cheesesteak egg roll that I want to get. I'm a spamasubi girl though. They're ruined through, but she's been doing some egg roll flavors that I will eat. Because she does like crab ragoon ones and stuff, and I don't do seafood, so. I mean, I do seafood. I see food and I eat. I walked into that. I had to say it. Oh, I used the elf roller lash, and I'm using an About Face lip color butter in Kiwi Fuzz. It's my favorite. I love it. Hey, look at that shit. It's freaking gorgeous. I would probably use it with a lip liner, because I don't really have one that I like. I bought a NYX one, because I like the color of it, but it's a sharpenable one. And I keep forgetting that I'm allergic to a bunch of different types of trees. And so I'm allergic to the tree type that the wood for that pencil is made out of. Isn't that fucking crazy? And so I irritate my skin every time I use it. I'm not allergic to the product, I'm allergic to the wood. Because if I have it sharpened perfectly where the wood does not touch my face, I don't react to it. This is the look. What do we think? I'm into it. I don't know why this side of my face is so red on camera because it's not in person at all. It doesn't look like a different tone at all. Minky. I did get a little mascara on my eyelid though. I fix. If you ever get mascara where you don't want it, so this is an old trick at this point, but clean spoolie. I wipe it off because it had brow stuff on it. You don't want to smudge more. Make sure the mascara is dried down, and then you can use this to get it off. Where you just do one of these, and it'll flake the mascara off. And then, because I already had eyeshadow sitting there, just reblend it. There you go. Looks cool. This lippy will be off my face in like 0.2 seconds though. Just letting you know. I always put it on and then I keep doing this and eventually it'll rub it so far into my lips that then it's just like gone. Hi, it's me, I'm the problem. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. We look cute. I love lip gloss and products adjacent to that, but I also like, they're my favorite stim. Like, I will just sit and do that. My husband always knows when I put lip gloss on because I just sit and do that. Anywho, I feel like I was talking about something before I changed the subject, as I do. Oh, the boba truck. But yeah, me and my husband have been following their boba truck around to different places for like 2 years now. I love them. So we're going to get that today. And I will tell you what I'm gonna order. Hold on. Get y'all hungry and excited. My package was delivered. Oh, my cat's food's sick. My cat is on prescription food. She has, because she's a hot girl with pee issues. I was gonna say tummy issues, but she doesn't. Well, she does too, but that's not why she's on that food. Where's Facebook? Boba and Bites Co. Her menu right now. So for egg roll flavors, she has cheesesteak, chicken cheesesteak, crab ragoon, carnitas, pastrami, surf and turf, boudin, and jalapeno popper. I think is those are all her egg roll flavors. They're in an out of order. And then she also has peach cobbler today, mozzarella sticks, spam musubi, and then they're a boba truck. So that menu is not on here. But I always get like it's like their Oreo, like cookies and cream situation. One, it's so good. And then she has poppin' boba. She has tapioca pearls. She's ordered mini tapioca pearls. I want to try if she has them today. Yeah, they're really fucking awesome, and I love them. Like these are like her carnitas egg rolls, dude. Also, I don't know if I'm saying it like super white, and I apologize. Carnitas. I'm scrolling for more pictures for y'all. Look at how slay this shit is. So that the pink is the truck. But like, I love them. They have my heart. Now they have a new menu board and they didn't have that before. Now they cater too. I told my husband, because so we did just a little like went and got our marriage license, got married in our front yard. Like our DM for Dungeons and Dragons is ordained, so he did our wedding, and you know, like our two of our D&D group people were our witnesses and whatever. It was really cute. But we still want to do a big wedding for like our family later, and we want to do it on Halloween or as close to Halloween as possible. We wanted to have our actual wedding anniversary be Halloween, but it's not gonna happen. We got married July 6th, so Anyway, when we do that, I was like, we need to do it here because we need her to cater it. That's all I want is her food truck at our wedding. Like, I was like, we can do anything else for this fucking wedding. Boba and Bites has to be the one catering it. And then I think I want our cake from, there's a cake shop in Raleigh that we went to for my birthday, and I don't even know if I want a real cake. I think I just want them to make us all the cupcakes that we got for my birthday. So. Also, if you want a tattoo healing update, for no apparent reason, my tattoo's finally at the stage where it's not raised anymore. I've had it for 2 weeks now. 2 weeks today, actually. So now we're at the point where if I like, because I have other tattoos, I will demonstrate on a different one. Like if I do this, I can't feel the tattoo anymore. We finally got to that point, which I'm happy about because on my ankle, and I am a girl that shaves my legs. I love the girls that don't. Y'all are awesome. I have sensory issues and I can't handle it, so I have to. Because of my flavor of autism. But anyway, and so I haven't been able to shave because it's been raised still. And when I looked it up, it said that it's not safe to shave your tattoo until 3 to 4 weeks after because it's a case of like ripping it open. But it also depends on healing time, and it's just like a really small line work tattoo, so I think it's okay. And so I shaved yesterday. Very lightly though. I didn't push into the skin. Like I just kind of hovered over it. So just kind of like trimmed. I don't get like, I don't know, like thick leg hair or anything, but it is there and it does drive me crazy. So I finally was able to shave him. I was really happy with that. But he's so cute. He's a little snail. I love him. I can show you a picture. I can show a picture. Please hold. I can show you my snail. He's so cute. I got it at a Flash event at Rest and Roses, which is the tattoo shop that this cup came from, and I love it. And I don't even think they remember who I am, but I'm using the cup for my makeup brushes. And that's who did my ghost that I showed. They did that too. That was at their grand opening, which was the first time I had boba and bites. All this is coming full circle right now. Anywho. This is my snail. Sorry if you can't see anything. I don't know what brightness to have my phone at for it to show you guys anything. So I apologize, but like this is my snail. He's very cute. And he's on my ankle. And he's the best. And then my sister-in-law got this one. These little cherry skulls. At the same time. This was me. I was just like, hey. Oh, and then got all these stickers. And then also the big sticker in my phone is from there, and this one. And then we went out for ice cream after too. It was the best day ever. Best day forever. Best day ever. I love that because my husband is subscribed to my Twitch. That I get in because we're logged into each other's emails because of we're in different time zones, so we help each other with things that need to happen. Because he's overseas. Anyway, so I get the notification that I went live because it emails him that I'm live, and then I'm like, why is it telling me? And then I'm like, oh yeah, because it's his email. So, anywho. My heart rate spikes from that, I swear to God. Oh, you ass. I couldn't set myself up. Anyway. Thank you guys for hanging out. And for my big rants today. It's spicy. I have big feelings right now. We're in our I'm very opinionated era. And I'm kinda here for it. But anywho. So what do we think? This is like honestly peak everyday makeup. Like I'm gonna do it. I love doing the little bit of glitter down the middle because then it's like the light just like catches it. and the rest is matte. Like, I love glitter, but I love matte. So it's been fun to find a way to kind of like combine them without just the whole lid being glitter. I don't always like that. I have moments that I do, but I usually don't. So I like this. This lippy looks so much more pink on camera though than it is in person. And in person, it's literally like the same tone of brown as the eyes. So that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, so much for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Have fun today. I know that Emma said she's going to one word, but in case you watch the rest of the VOD for whatever reason, appreciate you for being in chat. I have fun. And yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna stream later. I would like to, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to. And I will see y'all in the next one. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Sunday? Anything going on Sunday? We also might start doing some organizational streams because I need to start going through stuff that's in the attic, and I might just hang out with y'all while I do it, if y'all don't mind. Yeah, Sunday got nothing. So we might stream Sunday too. Then I don't know what the week holds because I have physical therapy. I start physical therapy back up, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to have an actual routine again. But we'll see. We're starting to try to make some routines because now I don't have any big scary appointments. I mean, I'm supposed to get an MRI next Sunday, 2 Sundays from now. Or I mean 2 Saturdays from now. We're trying to reschedule it to be after Thanksgiving, but they don't have any openings until after Christmas, but I need the MRI. But I had surgery done, and they said if I had a certain thing done, then I couldn't have the MRI. Well, I had that done, and now everybody's like, has different opinions, but I'm just going off of what the original person that scheduled it told me, and now I don't know. So, because I don't want to risk that. Like, the MRI rips out my stitches or something. Ew. Ew. But anyway, it's an MRI of my head, but my stitches are in my belly button. But I don't know. Well, it's my belly button, and then, like, hold on. I'm not pulling up anything. Like, you can't see. But, like, belly button, center, and then hip bone down here. I couldn't get as high up as I thought I could. But yeah, so I don't know why it would matter because I'm getting an open MRI and only that my head's gonna be in it, but I guess it matters. I don't know. But anyway, I need to get this MRI over with though because I want to get my helix re-pierced because I took it out to get a CT scan and then couldn't get them back in. So I'm so sad. And then I got this ear done for my birthday and that's gone too. This one, the holes are in the front, but the back closed. The back has scar tissue from hell though. Like this is gonna suck for them to fix it. And then this one, you can't even tell I had one because it was like new. Like I got it in April and then had my CT in June. So, anyway, it was an emergency CT, and then they weren't able to successfully do it anyway, so I took them out for nothing. Anyway, I'm doing the Midwestern goodbye again. You guys freaking out. What I'm getting at is that there's random little things coming up, but otherwise it's not going to be super busy until the week of Thanksgiving. Then the week of Thanksgiving, we have family from California coming on my husband's side of the family, so I don't know what my streaming schedule is going to look like then because I don't know who's staying in my room and how long everybody's staying. Because I know my husband's cousin is staying in my room for like 5 days. I think she'll be here. But I don't know if anybody else is staying past that because they're coming from Arizona, I think. They're from Cali, but like they live in Arizona. Anyway. But I'll let y'all know. I'll keep on. But thanks for hanging out. I love you guys, and I will see y'all later. Goodbye.